stay the night with my son, and he has a very sick sense of humor. He made a Trump bedroom for me. Notice Trump toilet paper, Trump mug shots, and he said, open the closet, open the closet.
I think he's either Trump's biggest fan or he just loves messing with his mum. Either way, I want those bed sheets. They are very cool.
Извините, а вы замечали, что вы на Дональда Трампа похожи?
Прямо.
Ни разу? Очень похоже. В смысле, естественно, в женском как бы виде, но похоже.
Да, я конечно.
Нет, он симпатичный, вы тоже.
That is uncanny. That is amazing. And it totally suits her. I don't think that he's trying to be insulting. She looks really sweet. Gavin Newsom is at it again this week. He's been trying to get in on the meme game.
High above the clouds we rise, the world below a sparkling surprise.
Hand in hand we glide and spin,
A place where dreams and hearts begin.
But joke's on you, Gavin. The more you meme him, the stronger he gets. And then, of course, JD responded with a meme. You decide if you think that this one is better.
I believe I can rise. I believe I can soar. Reach.
Nothing I dislike more than the politician that sits there and lies to you.
Heights I've never known before.
SKS Cartoon says JD Vance has masterfully demonstrated how to take power away from your opponents by simply having a sense of humour. You're supposed to be upset. Gavin Newsom was like, we owned JD with that meme. Meanwhile, JD Vance. At least there's one positive out of this odd campaign that Gavin Newsom is doing to line himself up for the next presidential run. And it's the meme battles. Vance the night away. Biden was spotted last week in this Italian restaurant and everybody was kissing his ass. Except for this one guy who made me really, really laugh. Biden has announced a new book coming out, hitting the shelves soon. I Was President. The Joe Biden story. Joe Biden's mind is like a web browser. 19 tabs are open, 17 are frozen, and he has no idea where the music is coming from. I do miss the Biden memes. There must have been incredible memes back then. I don't know if this is real. Anything is possible these days. Russian dementia care facilities are using Biden on their poster. Also, Russia has really been honing in on finalizing their Biden robot. This week when Russia's first humanoid robot, powered by artificial intelligence, face planted. I have to say, I think they knew that there was a very high chance it could fall over with the way they were shadowing him. It does remind me of how people around Biden used to shadow him. Also a viral post this week, chaos in Russia as masked men loot a shopping mall amid the 19th wave of sanctions taking its toll. Just kidding, as always, it's just another ordinary evening in Los Angeles where gangs are robbing an Apple store again.
The funniest moments in any cabinet meeting, President Trump had them bring in a full-size picture of himself with Putin. And when they were in Hawaii, and he's very tall and Putin was very short, Putin came up to about here, and he said, you know what I said to him? He said, I've had it up to here with you. Okay.
I remember that.
Every week there's something funny from Trump. This one really got me this week when he met the President of Syria. Have a look.
This is men's fragrance. Look, hold it. Here. This is no.
The shutdown.
It's the best fragrance. Come here, man.
I have more here, sir.
Okay. So what we'll do is just take that, Joe, put it in, and then the other one is for your wife. How many ones? One for what? You guys, I never know, right? I never know.
This feels like a deleted scene from The Office White House edition. Trump sprayed bro right in the face.
In a shadowed heart. Voices whisper, tempt me to fall. I've seen the rise. I've seen it.
That's a witty idea, but I saw an even wittier one this week.
It's fun, we stay at the YMCA. The groove don't stop, we sway, 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 sway. It's fun, we stay at the YMCA. Get your moves, feel.
Incredible news this week. Some of the madness is fading a little bit. A little bit of common sense is coming back. Olympics set to ban all transgender athletes from female events after finding scientific evidence of advantages to being born male. Elon Musk says, mind-blowing discovery. Wow. This is brand new information.
That is brand new information!
You already know, don't you?
A little bit.
But still good news all the same. This old tweet resurfaced where Zara Sultana said in reference to the transgender athlete Iman Khalif, "If you come for the Queen, you best not miss." And Sharon Davies replied this week saying, "It took a bit of time, but we didn't miss." So no more headlines like this anymore. Pool competition ends with trans on trans final after 2 men beat all the women. Yep, say goodbye to any of that.
I've had the same doctor since I was a kid, and this is true. At the end of my last appointment, my doctor started tearing up. And she goes, "Josh, I need to tell you something. Over the next few months, I'm going to be transitioning from a woman into a man. Does that make you uncomfortable?" And I was just like, why would I be uncomfortable with having a better doctor? I don't I mean, congrats on the raise, but I'm not uncomfortable. I don't care if my doctor wants to identify as a man or a nurse. It's like, who cares? You guys were a lot cooler about that joke than Bushwick. Holy shit. I told that shit in Bushwick, dude. Audience member with blue hair gets in my face, had your vibe, gets in my face. Gets in my face and goes, "That joke was transphobic." I said, excuse me, but if you'd even bothered to listen to what I was saying, you'd understand that that joke was actually misogynistic. I love trans people, okay? I fucking hate women. It's like...
I'm going undercover as a woman to find out what they go through every day. I discovered that women are called faggot a lot.
Ursula von der Leyen, EU Commissioner, got owned big time this week. She had the goal to post this tweet saying, "Democracy is the foundation of our freedom. Democracy is the foundation of our prosperity. Democracy is the foundation of our security." And Elon Musk replied, "If democracy is the foundation of freedom, surely your position as leader of the EU should be elected directly by the people." And he did double down. He posted again later saying the leader of the EU should be elected by the people of the EU, not appointed by a committee. 230,000 likes on that post and 20 million views. To protect our democracy, we have to become a dictatorship. Threat to democracy, threat to bureaucracy. Very true.
I'm telling you, the West is run by idiots. Absolute idiots. Doc, I've never seen so many political idiots and insane people in political power in my lifetime. It is astounding to watch. I mean, they're legalizing bestiality.
Yes.
They're starting World War III. They're dangerous to society. They ought to be institutionalized. They ought to be put in mental homes and let them have their parliaments inside a mental institution.
They could vote on everything they want to there.
They could give them pretend Tories like they're running, you know, like they're running Twitter and things. Just make them believe that they're running things. They could deplatform everybody. Just sit inside the mental institution and go absolutely crazy.
That is one of the best ideas I've heard in a long time. One of you guys tagged me in this one saying, "Hi, can you use this in your show? Done with this." I think I actually made this meme. And this is the President of Ireland who was very controversially elected in the last month. The whole election was very controversial and very unfair in my opinion. And yeah, Ireland's pretty crazy at the moment. World leaders on their way to a climate conference to tell you to take shorter showers. Climate change will continue to strike attractive locations that the state wishes to purchase at a discount, warn scientists. In the UK, Green Ed's double trip to Brazil to save the planet. Climate Secretary will travel 24,000 miles to spread the net zero word. Things I'm worried about: totalitarian governments, climate change. Totalitarian governments, all the way. I've seen this idea put around before, and I do think it's a great idea. Don't cover our fields, don't cover agricultural land, cover our car parks.
This is so racist. I'm in Vietnam and there's Vietnamese flags absolutely everywhere. This is so terrifying. I reckon if I come out tonight and tear it all down, I'll feel a lot safer at the end of it. Look how aggressively patriotic this is. It's clearly on purpose. I feel so unrepresented right now. How dare they be so proud of their own country? I'm only joking. Low-key, I love it. I think it's the best thing ever. I love how patriotic they are, and I love that there's flags everywhere, because it's a sign that I'm in Vietnam and how much they love their own country. If a flag upsets you, I think you need to have a word with yourself rather than tear the flag down, because it's just literally material. And especially if it's a flag from the country that you're in and you tear it down, come on.
I am baffled that it could ever be considered offensive or controversial to have the flag of your own country displayed in your own country. I will never understand it, even a little bit. This week on Fox News, a doctor described his experience of TDS in his patients. It sounds so much worse than I thought it was.
First of all, identify it for us. You're in a session and you pick up on what?
Well, Harris, it doesn't take long for me to pick up on this. People are obsessed with Trump. They're fixated, they're hyper fixated on Trump. And they talk about some of the features of this disorder. They can't sleep. They feel traumatized by Mr. Trump. They feel restless. I had one patient who said she couldn't enjoy a vacation because anytime she saw Trump in the news or on her device, she felt triggered. So this is a profound pathology, and I would even go so far as to call it the defining pathology of our time.
I'm sure we all know at least one person, maybe multiple people, who present with these kind of symptoms, and it's terrible. I totally blame the leftist media for driving this hatred and fear into people, and you see genuine hatred in people that you would just never otherwise expect from them. And I know people who talk about Trump every single day, and as someone who supports the Trump administration, I don't talk about Trump about even a tenth as much as these people do. So it's actually really sad.
You, Doug, you're doing a great job at the VA, and I want to say just a couple things. I've learned a couple things from working so closely with the President of the United States. The first thing is that he loves our nation's veterans and has committed our nation's administration to putting our veterans first every single day. And the second thing I've learned about the President of the United States is that he really hates when somebody who's speaking before him goes on for too long. And so with that in mind, I have prepared a very brief and very inspiring 1 hour and 45-minute speech on this beautiful Veterans Day out here in the cold. But
You really got him cracking up there, huh? I missed this a few weeks ago, a post that Donald Trump did on Truth. It was so funny, I had to bring it up now. He said, many in the fake news media have claimed that we will begin denying visas to overweight people. They've even come up with a term for these people, high-calorie humans. This is totally false. We will not ban all fat people from entering our great country, only those whose poor health will overburden our healthcare system. Visa applicants who are only slightly overweight have nothing to worry about. The bigger ones will need to trim down to get approved. We will expand this rule to cover expats in the near future. Rosie, you will never return to this great country. Thank you for your attention to this matter. One of the top responses is this meme, 3 times Trump voters, first time Trump voters. Rosie O'Donnell catching strays. After a federal judge ruled that Trump can't require citizenship proof on the federal voting form, Andrew Isker fixed the headline, said federal judge rules all 8 billion inhabitants of planet Earth should be allowed to vote in American elections. Maybe I should go over and vote next time. It's actually a pretty good drinking game if you want to be healthy and productive.
That's what it seems like. It seems like racist equals white. Because no black man can be racist to me. If I criticise a Jew, I'm an anti-Semite. If I criticise an Islamic, I'm an Islamophobe. What are you if you criticise me? What are you if you try and replace me? What are you if you try and tell me I'm wrong for wanting to protect my children? Apparently, you're a perfectly reasonable person. But I'm a racist for wanting to protect my future. No, bullshit. I don't accept the 14 words as a thing. I think it's ridiculous that anyone could even say that they own this concept, as every human thinks this thing. Black people go on and on and on about black. Asians, Indians will tell you that India is the best at this. This is Indian, that's Indian, everything's brilliant that is Indian. Good for you. You love your people. I'm glad for you. I love mine. But don't call me on a racist just because you don't like the word white. If you don't like the word white, maybe you shouldn't live in a white country. Like, really, if you don't like white people, go away. White people live here. I'm really sick of it. I'll be honest, I'm really sick of it. I'm sick of us being exceptionalized. This is happening every Western country. What we used to call Christendom is under attack by its own people, by its own elite. And we're supposed to just sit here and be arrested for having an opinion. No, I'm not a racist because I'm white. I'm a racist because I'm a human. Every fucking human is racist. It's normal to love your own people more than you love other people. It's normal. The creation of the word racist doesn't suddenly make me an evil person. It's a concept. It's not even a real thing. It's called in-group bias and out-group bias. It's genetics. It's frustrating, to be honest, that these questions even exist.
A lot of common sense. President Milei of Argentina, he pulled a Trump dance this week. And he was listening to, it was as YMCA played.
Damn government was shut down for 45 days. Everybody yelling and screaming and hollering. I don't know one blue-collar guy, and I work with about 100 of them every day, that was affected in any way. So, who's the government for? Because it sure as hell isn't the blue-collar of America. It's not the people who build and feed and house this country. Not for us. I think maybe the government's just for rich people and people with their hand out. That's who I think the government's for. Because it didn't affect my life one iota, nor any of my co-workers.
There's been a lot of talk about this government shutdown lasting, 45 days. The last government shutdown lasted 4 years. Thank you, another Charlie Kirk, for tagging me in that one. Very nice. And some really lovely news. Kristi Noem is issuing $10,000 bonus checks to TSA agents who didn't call out sick during the shutdown. Much deserved. Nick Sorter says he spoke with agents in Portland who were true patriots and were determined to keep doing their jobs even not knowing they'd get back pay. It hasn't gone well for New York. It's been a pretty quick dive since the election of Mamdani. I was taken aback by this video that Mamdani released just days after being elected, and promising people that they, ordinary citizens, that they would be getting stuff for free and wouldn't be paying so much anymore. And then he starts asking people for money.
Remember how I told you a few months ago to stop sending us money? You can start again.
Shit, man. If it looks like a call center scam, it's probably a call center scam.
Eric Doherty says supporters of Zoran Mamdani are reportedly developing buyer's remorse after learning that Governor Kathy Hochul will not greenlight this free bus plan or tax the rich. It hasn't worked out well.
I want to use this moment to speak to the Muslims of New York City. I want to speak to the memory of my aunt, who stopped taking the subway after September 11th because she did not feel safe in her hijab.
And that is why we have decided to construct a memorial for the only true victim of 9/11, Zoran Mamdani's aunt, who had to spend a fortune on cabs after that. We will be constructing the Zoran Mamdani's Aunt Center for Muslims who can't read good and who want to learn how to do other things good too. And when people say, "What is this? A center for ants?" The answer is yes. It's a center for ants.
More good news this week. We are beginning to see the positive effect of Trump suing all of these news stations. On MSNBC, watch as this reporter sees a lawsuit flashing before her eyes and reverses course.
In supporting what Donald Trump is doing.
You're talking about the other predators out there, in addition to Trump. I mean, I'm not saying he is. We don't know all the details about that. I just mean in addition to what we've learned about Epstein and others, there's other predators out there.
There are, and we have to remind...
That was a quick backtrack. I've actually seen multiple clips like that this week of news reporters tripping over their words, reversing when they're talking about Trump. And so they are watching what they are saying. They're being more careful, a little bit less propaganda, little bit less than we were seeing before. I just wanted to share this one with you guys because I think it's worth being aware of. The scammers are evolving. Have a look at this Microsoft email. Looks actually pretty standard, but that M is an or and an N. I don't think I would even notice that. So, and they do the same thing here with Gmail.
Yeah.
So
Thank
you got it.
President, this is Tucker. He's helping us today. Do they have ice up there, Jim? Yes, they do. Pull right on up there and they'll give you some ice. Thank you. Hang in there. Take care of the house.
Thanks a lot for everybody.
You bet. You good, Tucker?
Can I have
That is so cute.
Where's Mom?
This week as well, Trump signed an executive order boosting support for foster children who age out of the system. And Melania was there to sign it as well, because apparently she's played a big part in this. This is part of the First Lady's Fostering and Future Initiative, which secures educational opportunities and scholarships for children in foster care. I just thought that was really lovely. Last week I didn't get to cover this, but this moment went viral on a news show in Britain where they had a veteran on and he spoke out. He took his opportunity. Still a soldier fighting hard for his country. That clip got over 18 million views, and I think he will have made a difference with that. I had never heard this before, but every year soldiers and civilians take the sand from Omaha Beach and rub it onto the gravestones of American soldiers to bring the names forward. They do this for all 9,386 American soldiers buried there. It looks amazing. I also had never heard this story, but in 1995, the New York City Veterans Day Parade was in dire financial straits, and President Trump personally donated $200,000 and raised another $300,000 to save the parade. Those are the kind of stories you'll never hear through the mainstream media. This one really blew me away this week as well. New York 18-year-old Will Burrell is being praised nationwide for starting a burger joint where veterans eat free. And now he's donating his proceeds to veterans. A true patriot. His great-grandfather served in World War II.
What does it say on the bag?
It says, someone thinks you were the best. So we write these handwritten notes. Just, we donate to veterans' mental health. We try and spread mental health, positivity, and awareness. So I love seeing the smile on people's faces.
Your parents must be very proud of what you're doing.
Yep.
What do they tell you?
They tell me that they're proud all the time, and, they always have a big smile on their face.
What do your friends say?
My friend, he's actually over there right now.
What's his name?
That's Rick, my friend
Hey,
Rick
Rick.
Giordano.
Rick, you're too shy. What does Rick say?
My friends love it. He loves it. You know, a lot of support at school.
The reason I ask you that is because you're setting an example, and your peers are looking at you. You think about that?
I do. I think they shine on the field. You know, they have all their own talents, and everyone has to shine in their own way. So if I can give back, that makes me feel good.
Tell me about your great-grandfather and his service.
Yeah, he served in World War II, and he actually met my great-grandmother while he was serving as well.
Overseas?
Yeah, overseas.
And they came back together?
Yep.
It's a really amazing story and such an inspiring guy. I love it. So for this week's ABCs of MAGA, we have reached the letter Y, and proudly unaffiliated went with Make America Youthful Again. I am definitely struggling as we get to the end of the alphabet here. So I had to look it up again. And the only word I could find was yeehaw. It doesn't even fit, but yeah, Make America yeehaw again. If you guys can come up with any Y words that you'd like to see for America, I will be very impressed. So yeah, please do share. I just want to give a big shout out to those of you who donated to the Buy Me a Coffees this week. Thank you so much for your support of the channel. It means so much to me. I'll just go through them quickly here. Thank you so much to Eureka Mentari for your donation. There's no comment with it, but thank you so much for your generosity and for your support. Dan and Laurie said, our Monday night ritual, watch MAGA Meme Monday followed by Monday Night Football. That sounds awesome. Best wishes from Missouri. That's so lovely to hear. I'm so glad that these shows can be part of your ritual. So awesome. Thank you so much, guys. Lee says, I really look forward to your Monday podcast. Keep up the good work. I'm so glad that you're enjoying them. Thank you so much, Lee. Neil Adkins says, very lovely, very classy, great takedown of the insanity of the left. I will do whatever I can to help contribute to reducing the insanity that seems to be so prevalent in the world at the moment. Thank you so much for such a generous donation, Neil. And someone who didn't leave their name or leave a comment also gave a very generous donation. So thank you to you for such amazing support of the channel, and it really means so much to me, guys. So thank you so much, and I am so glad that you are getting enjoyment out of it. Okay, so now I'm going to take a look at the memes that you guys tagged me in this week. Kevin Whiteman, for those that need a timeline, we've got him now. 2015 all the way through to 2025. You are here. Keep trying, guys. Statistically, a gun is much less likely to be used in a crime than a senator. Recall all the senators. This was my turkey from last year. I'm no longer allowed to make Thanksgiving dinner. Oh, I would definitely have them make Thanksgiving dinner next year. That is brilliant. Stop asking how much people like this should be taxed. Start asking why these people waste so much tax money. That's a very good point. March peacefully and patriotically. You're inciting a riot. We need to take to the streets. What a patriot. Rules for thee and not for me, right? The Please/JD Vance memes will continue until morale improves. Thank God. It's a cult, didn't you know? Thinking for yourself is a cult now. Stop thinking for yourself and be free. Oh, that takes me back to COVID days. Don't like that. Patrick Sharp shared that JD Vance meme and says the JD Vance meme has reached peak utopia, Emily.
This is called the End the Shutdown Bill. In this bill, we finally recognize that Democrats are worthless pieces of shit with no plan whatsoever, and they should all be thankful you're not deporting them back to retardistan.
That's a big one, huh? A lot of people are waiting for this for years, for decades.
Hey, Dad, they blew up my boat. That would not surprise me to find out. I think I saw this one before. Post by the UK government. Think before you post. Post by the US government. JD Vance. Yep, it says it all. It tells you everything you need to know. Paradigm Shift says, Democrats are the costliest comedy show on earth. That's a pretty good point. It's a comedy show that, even though I've had a few laughs, I could probably do without it. Thank you so much for tagging me in all of those, guys. And also, I just wanted to say, each week, there are some people who will tag me in posts where they're just talking about how much they love the show or anything like that. And even if I don't reply, I just want you to know I do see them. And I'm really, really grateful for your kind words. So thank you all so much for anything that you tag me in. And if you do see any funny memes or funny clips on X, then feel free to tag me, and then they have the opportunity to appear in a future episode. You can also watch these videos each week on Rumble or X as well. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you next time.